All right, you guys. Hey, so we're going to start over. All right. So it's Dr. Rimka, your brain optimization expert, coming to you from Brain and Body Solutions. And I have a special guest tonight, Sarah Kleiner. Say hi.
Hello.
Hi. All right. So this is what we're going to do. Some of you saw the pre and posts that I've been posting the last couple of days. And if you have not, that is fine. We will post them down in there and you'll get to see. And it took some courage for Sarah. It took me asking her. I was like, would you please mind sharing these? Just like, ooh. And I'm like, but look at this. Like, and she's like, you know what? She got over her own ego insecurity and thought, if I could help and inspire another person, especially a mom who's just like me, who's struggling and beating themselves up and not getting success and feeling like crap and feeling like they're not doing enough, if I can help her, you know what, go ahead and do it. So thank you so much for letting me, posting pre and post pictures of yourselves and your bras and your stuff. That's not easy. Okay. So we'll drop some
a little
down.
terrifying.
Yeah. A lot of vulnerability, exposing yourself. So I'm very proud of you. And so this was a 3-month, and this is a 90-day kind of run transition we've done. We're not done. She's not done, but sending me that picture and what I've been dealing with in her pictures with her, I thought, you know what, God, you need to tell people and you need to go, how can I support you, Sarah, in getting the message out to moms in your community that you support with the services you do, so we can augment their results, we can help them better. And so I just want to let people know, like, when you see these pictures of pre and post, it's pretty extraordinary, especially when you consider this is no kind of hard work boot camp.
Right. No,
nothing.
I didn't go to the gym.
Yeah, I made her.
I stopped going to the gym.
So let me tell you my 3-pronged thing, and we're going to talk about that. What we're going to talk about is I did basically 3 key things with her. I didn't change a whole lot. 1, I made her stop working out the way she was.
Yep.
A lot more rest. 2, I did make a pretty radical change in her diet that I focused on. I wanted pure restorative, rebuilding nutrition, and I wanted no toxin. I gave her the ultimate elimination diet and the highest nutrient dense diet I could come up with. And it was also the simplest in thinking. I think you figured that out eventually. Like, there really was not a lot of thought. Like, a lot of energy went into figuring this out. And number 3, I gave her 1 critical supplement to use. And she did all 3. She was compliant. And it took some work in her head to think, why am I not waking up at 5 a.m. and going to the gym? Are you sure this is okay? Am I not going to gain weight? Are you sure I should be eating this much food? Are you sure I should keep eating, So let's talk about, so that's what we're going to unpack these 3, but tell everybody, Sarah, a little bit about you and what you're, just, brief about who you are. I could say what you teach, meditation, you teach yoga, but tell them, tell them who you are, and then we can talk about how you reach out to me or whatever. Let's tell them who you are.
Yeah. So thank you so much for having me on here. And I'm really excited to talk to you guys. I am a mom, but I'm also a yoga teacher here in the Atlanta area. And I have a severely autistic daughter who is also a non-speaker. It's extremely stressful. We had a very stressful year last year. In November of last year, she had 3 surgeries and a CT scan. We had a very difficult year, and where I was at towards the end of the year was 20 pounds heavier. And this is 20 pounds that had been with me probably since about 2015, stress related, absolutely stress related. And I had spent thousands of dollars on personal training and a nutritionist who had me on vegan cleanses and told me to eat 1 cookie a day to desensitize me from binge eating behavior. And I had gotten some blood work that basically showed I had low testosterone. I'd gotten some cortisol testing done, showed that I had low cortisol. And I just felt terrible. And I was getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, thinking I was doing something good for myself, going to yoga at 5 a.m., going to the gym, 3-4 hours a week, trying to follow what this nutritionist was having me do. The weight wasn't going anywhere. And I was just exhausted, just totally exhausted. And then I still have the issue of raising a special needs daughter, and I'm a yoga teacher, a meditation teacher. And so I know how to do self-care. I meditate 20 minutes twice a day. I practice yoga. I know how to restore myself. But it seemed like everything I was doing, the weight wouldn't go anywhere. And I was just getting more and more burned out and more exhausted. So I reached out to Stephanie. she's in I have a parenting group that is a support group just for special needs parents where I teach them meditation, and we do a lot of workshops online. And Stephanie is a part of that group. And I just reached out to her. I was like, I am just I'm done.
Yeah.
Just tell me what you suggest here. I had her take a look at my, some of my tests, and she was like, oh, I totally think that just do these 3 things, literally do these 3 things, and let me know how it goes. And I had even wanted to, this is the crazy thing that I'm telling people, I wanted to hire her and pay her as a coach. I was ready to spend more money to work privately with her, and she said, I'm full right now. And so I was like, okay, well, just tell me what to do and I'll do it. So
and
like, fine.
Okay. And so let me interrupt. So, okay. She said a lot, and there's a lot of things there that are true. So what I have to say, and you heard that, Sarah and I run in some similar circles. I am in her group as a participant. I am not a co-instructor by any means, right? Yeah, she did, Jules. That's what I'm saying. She went to a lot of experts. She was going to personal trainers. She had a hired nutritionist. They were taking her vegan. They're working her out harder. She's exhausted.
They're great people. I mean, my trainer is one of the best, but
doesn't mean they're not lovely. So she got labs done, and some labs, and like cortisol is really low, which lets you know the adrenals are completely shot. Cortisol is supposed to be released to wake you up and give you energy in the morning. So if you have no cortisol production, that is the ultimate story of adrenal fatigue. So you trying to wake up early and go work out, that is the worst recipe. That is catastrophe on a human being's physiology. It's the worst thing ever. Okay. But nobody told her that because they don't understand hormones. So she sent me I said, because again, we run in similar circles. We have a lot of, the owner of the yoga studio is a very good friend of mine. She's my number one that worked for me, is good friends with her. I was like, and I knew about her daughter. You guys, here's the thing. Obviously, special needs families, I got a weak spot, right? You guys can kind of come in and, and I was like, okay, what is it? I glanced at it and I said, I can't give you the one-on-one. My one-on-one support, membership programs and things like that, they take a lot of time and commitment. They are I have packages of the $15,000, $10,000, and $5,000. That's what I charge to take care of people in general. We're getting other weird background noise. Are we okay? I don't know. So I think it's okay. Are you guys okay? Let me know.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay.
All right. It's gone now. All right.
Okay.
So, and I did glance at the labs and I thought, okay, and I'm like, I can't take you on as a patient, but like, if you'll do this, are you willing to trust me enough to do this? She was unusual because she did it. Most people are not compliant unless they actually fork over money. That's just the psychology of human beings. I'm just telling you, okay? But she had gotten to a point and she understood, she knew me, she knew my reputation, she trusted me, and she'd had enough. So, you really are unique in that, Sarah, that you were able to pull this out in such a way that I'm very impressed, and I'm very happy for you. She's still got work to do because she's still healing.
Yeah.
This is all it is. She's healing. So no matter if she was doing, the meditation and all the yoga, what she's basically doing is just plugging holes on a ship that's constantly making new leaks and sinking. Right. So I had there's only so much of that you can do in a day. She can't do it 5 times a day.
Right.
But she's still got to take care of your daughter, who is 9 or 10 now. How old is she?
11.
11. Wow.
Yeah.
So you guys, to understand what that means, 11 years with a child with, autism spectrum has a big thing. And a lot of people see the little happy videos on the news where the boy makes the basketball and the whole team is happy. That's lovely. I think that's lovely. You see the Asperger's genius. That's
not
lovely.
My life.
No. Then you have kids who are smearing their feces on walls, banging their heads against the walls.
Yep.
Coming with their siblings with knives because they're in so much neurological suffering, so much pain, so much infections, so it's a little bit different. Now at least she can communicate with technology, which is some of the things you post about what she says via writing is astonishing.
Yeah, and we didn't know she had that until about 2 years ago.
Right.
She spells to communicate, but she still does occasionally smear feces on the wall. And right now she has an open wound on her forehead from hitting it into a wall.
Okay, this is reality, guys.
So
this is the level of chronic stress that a lot of people are living under. It's not going away. She can't escape this. She can't quit this. It's not like change your job, move, get a divorce. That's not happening. Okay, so you understand Sarah's body needs an extraordinary level of nourishment, rest, and support. Always. So I want to be real clear with that. So number one, the big thing, a big part, a lot of women, to me, are working out and over too much. They're giving up sleep. They're sacrificing sleep and recovery for exercise, especially that early morning stuff. Again, I'm not telling you not to work out, you guys. Please hear my messaging. But when you hear this, and an high achieving, overworking, kind of perfectionist person, very classical. This is most of the parents, the special needs parents, are like this. If they just keep going and going and going, they're living on fumes at that point. Okay, so they're just using like adrenaline and cortisol to kind of keep them going. That's what you did for years. A lot less sleep than most people. So then she went to get support. Like, okay, I'm trying to be my best. I'm a meditation instructor. I'm a yoga instructor. I need to be, what I'm saying to be. And so she's like, I'm going to hire experts. She's doing everything the right way. And what do? Want to put her on a vegan diet, the most depleting, waste away, wash away diet on earth. It is a detox wash away. So if somebody is depleted, that's a fast track. You make them vegan and make them work out a whole lot and interrupt their sleep. How did you feel when you were doing that? When you were paying people to tell you to do that?
No, I quit. I had to quit because I just felt like I wanted to cry all the time.
Right.
I was already stressed out enough with my daughter, and then it's like I was physically exhausted all the time.
Okay.
And
emotionally
wears
unstable.
on you.
You're emotionally
completely.
Got it.
Yeah.
Because her brain was starved. It was starved of what it needed. It's 70% fat. It needs fat. And let me tell you, so let's talk about, one, we made her rest a lot. I didn't say you can't do any yoga, you can't do any movement. I said, I'm going to need you to stop for about at least 90 days. And I still don't want her doing a lot. I said, eventually there's going to be a moment you're going to want to throw around some weight. And when you feel that desire to hit that gym again, I want you to hit it hard, because then I know she's strong and she's ready. Right? But now, okay. So number two, this might be the most radical thing here. Let's talk about the diet. Let's talk about what I did. What I said, and some of you know this. So I told her, so we're going to go exact opposite. I'm going to have you eat meat. And I'm going to have you eat pretty much nothing but meat. Did I tell you right away to go carnivore?
No, you said up your protein.
Yeah, that was the first step. I wanted her. I knew she was starving. I said, I need to get some animal protein, 30 grams 3 times a day or so. She needs this hormonal signal to stop starving and to build muscle again. So when you eat 30 to 50 grams of protein, animal protein, it gives your body a hormonal signal to build muscle. You only get 2 ways to build muscle in your body. It's from hard exercise, which she tried, but yet she couldn't do it because her body couldn't actually assimilate anything. It was starving. And eating 30 to 50 grams of protein. So when I eat a steak, I'm working out. That's why your body composition has changed the way it's changed. Why you added muscle and lost fat. It's a primary reason, you guys. Okay? So tell them about what that was like for you to go from that to start adding protein, and then eventually I'm like, can you go all the way carnivore for me?
Yeah, I mean, I started feeling better right away. And going over to carnivore, I was a little bit terrified. I was like,
most women are.
I'm a yoga teacher also.
They're all vegetarians. Yeah.
They're all vegetarian. They're all vegan. The type of yoga that I practice is like everyone's vegan, vegetarian. Oh yeah. I mean, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. So for me to like switch over what I'm doing entirely to be like all meat it's not something I told all my yoga friends about. Let me just say that. And now I'm on Facebook Live, so it's gonna get out. Like it's gonna get out, but I've not been advertising like, hey, I've been on this carnivore diet. 0 vegetables, and I know that's all that you eat. But God, after I got through the adaptation period where my body was switching over, getting used to it, I started actually feeling nourished. and like I could sleep the full night, you know, because when you're eating a lot of vegetables, for me, I just never really slept very well.
Yeah.
But my sleep started getting better. I started having more energy, and I just, after I would eat, I just actually would feel full, and I wouldn't have to eat again 2 hours later,
Okay.
which was
amazing.
mind-blowing.
Right. Okay, so
I don't need to snack.
Okay, I'm going to unpack a little bit. I'm not going to get too deep into physiology, you guys, but I'm going to give you a little bit here. So she said something earlier about that she used to binge eat, right? So we have sugar cravings, cookies, and I'm sure it's like chocolate cookies. You weren't binging on picking, right? So
no.
Carb, sugar cravings, emotional this, looking for that to satiate that. So she's looking for satiation of mood, instability, right? So a steak. Let's talk about a steak real fast. Oh,
I love steak.
Look at her, right? When I tell people, and they go, oh, I love it. I thought I wasn't supposed to eat it. This, you guys, is a steak. So if a lion was going to eat me, I'm nothing but steak, okay? We are animal protein and animal fat. That's our entire body and a bunch of minerals that they're stored in the bones. That meat from this animal has all of the protein and the fat that is the most satiating thing that the human body wants. That brain got all the fat inside the meat. Let me be real clear with diet. Sarah did not have to track anything.
Cool.
There was no counting of carbs, counting of protein, counting of calories, counting of a damn thing. I pretty much was like, can you just try to eat more, like 3 times a day? And if you're craving, eat some bacon. That's kind of how I go with it, right?
You said eat a pack of bacon. I was like, really? Yeah. I can get used to this, but
because that helps your sugar cravings and the carb cravings.
I didn't gain weight. You know, that was the craziest thing. You know, and I'm eating filet mignon a couple times. My husband loves it. He's like, what? I know. Yeah. So
men rejoice when they come to me and they pay a lot of money and they go, you're telling me I can eat what? My wife's going to love this. You know, so let's talk about, so we did a lot with one thing. We gave her outrageous nutrition because meat is so easy to digest, you guys. There's this misnomer about plants and that's any plants versus meat. People think this is heavy. It's so easy. It takes no effort for my body to break meat down and assimilate it and make it into actual human tissue. It's so effortless. It's really easy. It is very hard to turn broccoli, carrots, kale, beans, and rice into human tissue and human brain tissue. It's extremely hard. It's a very complicated process. On Carnivore, I'm going to say that we'll talk about poop. You probably noticed you don't poop as big or as much because poop is nothing but waste, you guys. Your body eliminates something that it was completely pointless and useless to it. You understand? When you go carnivore, there's very little waste because your body's really efficient at extracting everything it needs. It gets all the nutrients out of the meat. Is the point.
I have not had any issues with constipation. I was like terrified. I was terrified about that.
I know.
But I have had zero issues with that at all. I mean, it's actually amazing because when I was eating vegetarian, vegan, I was always bloated, distended, constipated, gassy. I'm just like telling the world all my business tonight. But
you are not. Listen, you're helping a lot of people because they watch a show or a documentary full of misinformation. I was a vegan for 12 years. 12 years, you guys. I was very committed. I was lied to. I'm going to tell the truth, and vegans may come after me. There's a lot of lies, a lot of propaganda. It's not true. I went back to studying anthropology, human physiology and anatomy, and it's just not true. I was horribly sick, overweight, anxious, depressed all the time. Acne, PCOS, horrible.
Yep, that was the other issue I had was PCOS.
Okay, so let's talk about it. So carnivore. Then the third thing is I used one supplement. I said I want one thing, and it's a hormone balancer. I said, whatever you're taking, I don't really care about. Stop. And I stopped you on a bunch of stuff, right? Didn't I?
I was probably taking 15 different supplements, herbal supplements for thyroid issues, sleep, all kinds of stuff. And now I'm saving the money from that. I was probably spending $500-$600 a month on supplements.
Right. Very common in this industry, you guys. Very common.
Yeah.
Yep. So she's taking one thing. You can tell them about it.
Yep. Stephanie recommended the gel, And I was like, oh, what is this stuff? But I ordered it. I looked back at my order. I ordered it back in December and actually started it before Christmas because I didn't start eating carnivore until January. But I journaled about it. And the first week that I started on the gel, I like had the clean out your whole house experience.
Yeah. High energy. Yep.
Yeah.
Good mood.
The first, it was before Christmas. So of course Christmas wrecked everything. But I lost 4 pounds the first week and I had an extremely high amount of energy that I was like, where did this even come from? I took 8 bags, full trash bags of stuff out of my closet, out of my bedroom that I'd been wanting to get rid of it for a year. And just boom, I started having energy right away to actually get rid of this stuff.
That's a really common story from moms with autism. That's one of the, I can't tell you how many times that's the response of the gel with so it's a thing with you guys can't get rid of the clutter and the whatever, you know what I mean? And suddenly you have the energy to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. You just feel so overwhelmed. And then it's like, oh, wow, I can actually do this. And then I wasn't in carnivore yet, but I think that being on that gel helped give me the energy to say, all right, I'm going to make this change. Because I was on the gel for 2 or 3 weeks before I made the decision to like, okay, I'm going to try the carnivore thing as well. But it has helped me tremendously with energy levels. And one thing, I was like, oh, I'm kind of skeptical about this. Do I need to reorder it? I don't know. I went 2 weeks without it and I was like, oh, I think I need it. I ordered some. And the second that it came in, that week that I went back on the gel, I was like, oh, forget it. I'm never going off this stuff again. Because I experienced such a difference in my energy from the 2 weeks that I went off of it to going back on it again.
All right, so let's unpack that, you guys. So we did 3 things, right? I had her rest a whole lot because her body was really in no position to be doing what it was doing. It was being overworked, overstrained. People were telling her to do this, and she thought this was the right thing to do. And I was like, absolutely not. This has to stop immediately. All healing happens when you rest. All healing happens when you sleep. You burn more fat sleeping than any other time of the day. So if you're setting an alarm at 3:30 or 4 to go to the gym and you went to bed, that's the dumbest move ever. You're better off not working out than than missing 4 hours of sleep. You burn more fat sleeping than any other time. That's when you go into deep ketosis. That's when you make human growth hormone, is when you're sleeping. Okay? That in human growth hormone is what is in this gel, and she's making more. Her adrenals, we're nourishing them. I'm sprinkling food. So she needed to rest. I gave her lots of restoration, rebuilding with the most nutrient-dense diet, in my opinion, with 0 toxins. Why the carnivore diet? It's the ultimate elimination diet. I didn't have to test her for food allergies. I didn't have to see if there was some weird leaky gut issue. I was like, I don't have time to test you. I could charge you $7,000 and run all kinds of labs. And some people, you guys, I might need to do that. They're coming in with a lot of, if you're coming in on dialysis with cancer, a history of bipolar and suicide, I'm going to run some labs. You understand the difference here in her? Okay. So we rebuilt her, carnivore, no plants, you guys. You're asking, what did she eat in a day? She ate a bunch of meat, a little bit of cheese. Any part of an animal you
I love eggs.
Yeah, eggs. Some people, if you're, for her, eggs are fine.
Me.
Yeah, we'll talk. No, I don't care. Somebody like her, whatever. Just think any animal on earth that you want. You can do milk. Even dairy is kind of acceptable. We'll start. An easy person like her will do. If you have Hashimoto's or something, I'm not allowing it. And then the last thing, I added 1 supplement, and I said, look, this is like 20 things in one. Let's just start. It's really more like 30 things. Let's eliminate. It's the most powerful thing, fastest acting. How can I give her energy in her thyroid? How can I nourish her adrenals, stop so much anxiety, give it the ability to start making some cortisol again to wake her up, let her sleep, let her growth hormone go up so we can start losing some body fat, adding muscle. So the carnivore diet alone does a lot of this stuff, and I think it's amazing. Resting does it, a lot of it as well. Each one of these things might be one of your problems. Do the 3 together, forget about it, right? They synergistically work together so great, okay? So that's why I want to talk about it. She does look great, Jewel. They're all like, you look great, you look rested. I mean, yeah, you do.
And look at all this hair.
Oh, talk about your hair. So I want you to talk about the text you sent me about when you went to the doctor, the changes in some symptoms you had.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then your hair. Talk about the other things you've gotten now. This is only 90 days, you guys.
Yeah, this is only 90 days. I have all this new hair that is hard to kind of it's hard to control it. I have to do a lot of spraying and like matting down, but I have my hair is so thick and just continues to grow. My cortisol levels are normal. I did another saliva test.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You guys, I mean, boom. So great.
Yeah. So my cortisol's back to normal.
Good.
I had an ovarian cyst, and it's no longer. It's gone.
Yep. Look at that, you guys.
So
you can't heal without. I just made her body have everything it needed to start healing. She got rid of ovarian cysts, right?
Yeah.
So Claire, the things about this we'll talk about. Yes, we'll send you links. Anybody. So here's the thing. Let's talk a little bit about what you do. So I want you to know what Sarah does and how you can reach out to her. And then I'm going to tell you about a new special program I'm going to roll out as well. So tell them about what you do. She runs, tell them Oxygen Mask about it.
Right. So I have a Facebook group called Oxygen Mask Meditation. It's also a website that you can go to, that you can go on the website and then you can join the group through there, www.oxygenmaskmeditation.com. And it's a free group that I have for special needs parents and caregivers. I do guided meditations. We do online workshops. I also do one-on-one coaching with special needs parents and also just regular clients as well that want to set up like self-care stress management programs at home. So I can do virtual stuff over Zoom, but I'll help people set up, just a stress management program that you would do in the morning when you wake up or before bed. Breathing exercises, meditation, just stuff that is going to help build your adaptation energy. So I think that stuff, I still meditate 20 minutes twice a day. I don't do vigorous yoga. I do really gentle yoga and I love it.
Yep.
I never
and you're a yoga
it,
instructor.
but I love it now. And I'm a yoga teacher.
Yep.
I've been teaching yoga in Atlanta for the last 6 years and practicing for 10. So that's a big part of what I do. But it's very supportive to all the healing that I'm doing to have these programs in place. But I love supporting special needs parents. I've been teaching general population for 6 years, but just working with special needs parents for the last year and trying to support them has become a real passion of mine because it's hard, and we don't want to go around telling people, hey, my kid smeared poop on the wall last night. I feel like I'm going to freaking fall apart.
Right. People don't know. They really
they don't know how hard it is.
What really goes on. What they see on Facebook or what they see at the grocery store, they have no idea what's really happening. So I'll tell you, you guys, I have been carnivore maybe 7 or 8 months at this point. I did a lot of studying about it before. There's a lot of discussion in the carnivore community. You'll find a lot of people, if you Google it, that will say, you never need any supplements. It's all bullshit. Don't buy, I get that. I get if you've been carnivore for 5 years and you eat tail to snout, and so you're eating everything. You're eating organs. You're eating marrow. You're doing it, okay? And you've been doing it for years. You're healed, and that is so nutrient dense. You probably don't need any supplements. However, even if you did that, Sarah, I have a feeling you would be under more chronic daily stress than most people in America. Right?
Yeah.
And I think taking some smart, streamlined type of supplements, like something like the gel. So somebody asked, what's a gel? Real quick, it's a thing you put on, you rub it. It's not a pill. She's rubbing it on her skin twice, maybe 3 times a day. It's transdermal. It's a homeopathic medicine that has glandular support for the thyroid, glandular support for the adrenal glands, and very small amounts glandular support of human growth hormone. So she's stimulating a gland in her brain, the pituitary, to release more of the healing and repair hormones. So it's a hormone balancing system. It's putting in gentle frequencies, as well as has 20 whole leaf organic herbs and other detoxifying natural agents in it to help restore normal function in her body in a number of systems. It has 40 clinical known benefits. It's been around 15 years. It's FDA registered. If you drop an emoji, send a message, I will give you information on how to purchase it. So here's the thing, whether you might buy it from me, one of somebody else, we'll all work it out. Do you want me to kind of announce it?
Yeah, sure.
So Sarah has been a customer for a while, and she finally, kind of decided, I said, here's the thing with special needs families, you guys. It's really expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to tell the truth.
Insurance doesn't pay for anything.
No.
That works.
Nothing.
That works.
Everything they're doing. My nephew is autistic. Families go bankrupt trying to recover their children. It can be thousands of dollars out of pocket every month to go to the therapies and get the supplements and detox and chelate and speech language and OT. It's unbelievable and it's endless. And for one child to get strep throat, okay, for that child to get strep throat, this could be a neurological nightmare that's going to cost them potential treatments of $6,000 per IV treatment to cure the PANDAS now that they have. So special needs family, and then that, we don't know what Alexis's life is going to be like, if she'll be able to make money, if she'll be able to, I don't know if she might write a best-selling novel. We don't really know. But there is a strong possibility she will need financial support for the rest of her life.
Definitely.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
They have attorneys. They have to hire attorneys to go into IEP meetings for school to advocate. It's not easy, you guys. So I said, you're loving it. I go, do you want to maybe get your product for free? Or sell it to your friends. So she just signed up today as a distributor. And so everybody who reaches out, I want you to buy every bottle of gel from her. Like, get every bottle you want. Let's get her, if you're interested, get it from her. So I'll pass everything along. And she can ask me, I'll help you. We'll put you in groups. We'll teach you how to use it. So she's told you about oxygenmaskmeditation.com. Okay. And then you can go to look at some of her resources, hire her to help you if you have no idea how to meditate. These are all really synergistic things to what we're doing. We're trying to align her brain chemistry and body chemistry to be balanced and smoothly going. She's just gotten started. I told her, she's already gotten more emotional stability. She's already changed her body composition. She's built muscle, lost a lot of fat, changed, and stubborn stuff she couldn't get rid of for years.
Like, it would not go away.
Yeah.
Like,
she got rid of ovaries, cysts on her ovaries. That's gone. Doctors said it's gone. The ultrasound gone. Cortisol levels are now normal. I mean, we're going into hormonal balance, right? This is amazing. And she feels good. And she has energy. She feels better about herself, right?
Yeah.
She's going to keep doing, we're going to keep going. So what I'm going to do, because here's the thing. I made an exception to trying to help her. I get hundreds and hundreds of messages every day at this point, you guys. I cannot help everybody. I can't answer all the emails. I can't answer all the voicemails. We are getting overwhelmed. And I have to figure out how I can do it. I have a 6-month waiting list for my premier programs. So I can't even help you. And by the way, if you are going to come into my, Tim, we're going to write down I don't know what her website or rep number is. We're going to, oh my God, they all want to know what you are. So they all want to buy
Oxygen Mask Meditation is what I chose for my last New Life.
Yeah. We'll put it in there, you guys. So I am rolling
you guys are awesome.
a way to, because you're helping special needs family. And then think about if she gets all these moms on it. Moms need to be on this.
The energy is just, I can't even explain it.
I'm telling you, I've had moms reach out to me, moms of autism, they're like, first of all, I have energy. I did this. I feel better about myself.
Yeah.
They cry themselves to sleep and want to die a lot. This is not easy. And moms don't want to say that shit, but I'm saying it because they say it to me with tears in their eyes falling apart. It's hard. You have no idea. Okay. So, all right, I'm trying to roll out ways to help people. I can't obviously help everybody like her for no money. Because I'm just kidding. Okay, sorry. Everyone, Shane's working and Sam, everyone's just like, she's full. We're not even taking names. So I've decided to offer something. So what I'm going to do, I'm creating a 90-day fast track to rest, restore, and renew. It's very similar to this. I'm going to do that I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. I'm going to say, I'm going to kind of evaluate what you're doing. I'm going to tell you if you need to stop doing as much as you're doing or not. Maybe you just need to change the time of day. I might tweak it a little bit. I'm going to go carnivore. You're going to go carnivore. Thank you. Then I want you on the gel. Buy it from her. Okay. Buy it from your friend. Or if you're already on it, great. If you're on the gel, go carnivore. If you're carnivore, get on a gel. Okay.
Yep.
Let's get it synergistic. Okay. Because I've had people both ways are like, oh my God, this is amazing. I'm like, I know. I told you. I feel it, right? It's crazy. So if you want to augment either one of those paths, do them at the same time. So I'm going to make a private Facebook group. You want access to me to help do what I did for her. tweaking, coaching, how many times a day, stop this, change that, no, cut it down, blah, 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 blah. If you gain weight, I gained weight initially. I'm going to calm you down. I'm going to explain to you why. So I'm going to make a private Facebook group. I'm going to go live at least one time a week. I'm going to do a Q&A at least one time a week. I will probably hop on a whole lot more, but I'm going to commit to those times. It'll be scheduled times. It'll be some group coaching, Q&A, again, a lot of that kind of stuff. It's going to be for members that are going to pay. I'm rolling it out one time for the first time. You inaugural people, $97, a lifetime membership. As long as I'm alive doing that group, it's yours. So longer than the 90 days. After the first 90 days, so what's the date? I'm going to start at April 1st. So starting on July 1st, it's going to be $97 for 90 days. So you first folks that get in here, you're there forever. You're never paying me again to be in this group. So I'm not calling it a carnivore gel group, but it's a rest, restore, rebuild. And so many of you might join just to be learning. You might say, I'm not quite ready. You might take a month or two to learn about it and see what I post about it and ask the questions, and you're prepping, and that's okay. You figure you can hang out there. You join me in the beginning, you can stay there forever. But it's a way you can get access to me, because I can't keep, it's just the way it's working. I'm trying to come out with some, I know, Tim, I don't know why. So I'm going to have a link of how you can sign up. You'll get simple, you'll put your email in, we'll contact you, you'll pay me via PayPal. It'll start April 1st, we'll put you in the group. I don't know why it's happening right now. It's really bad, I don't know. But I think it's about it. So I'll drop things in the comments. I'll end up changing the title of this, and I'll put her information, her website, and my URL to join this 90-day reset, restore, renew, fast track program. And you guys can stay in it for life. Because after, again, July 1st, it'll be $97 for the first 90 days, and then a small monthly fee if you want to stay in forever. Because I'll be coaching you and helping you, all right? I'm not reading a bunch of labs. Sarah, they say talk.
Talk? Oh, me?
Oh, it goes away when you talk.
Weird.
You're like magic. I was talking too much. Universe was saying, Spirit was like, Stephanie, you're done. Dr. Rimka, be quiet. Okay. Oh, her mic. Tim is so smart. So if you want to hire somebody to do videos and stuff, hire Tim.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, he's really good.
I do live videos in my Facebook group all the time, but I had never done like this. So
it's okay.
Live and learn.
Look at Elizabeth, like, sign me up. See, people are just, and then, I would love, Sarah, if she's in the group, eventually she might be one of my co-leaders. She might be doing some lives and teaching some things. And we can bring you in and do some meditation. I'm like, okay.
I'd love to.
More Monday meditation. Like, this is what it is. And so, I know we're going long, you guys, but tell them, God, I'm sorry. I know it's long, but I don't care. Something that the gel does for a lot of people. So Carnivore does this. I noticed a change in my emotional state. I noticed a change in my confidence. I noticed a change in me feeling capable, not aggressive, but I was like, ooh, wait a minute. I noticed that, right? The gel brings that on too. It's a similar, like, wait a minute. Like, so tell them your good news, how you found the strength and courage to choose yourself in a way you didn't know how to do.
So I'm turning 40 in June, and I wanted to do something for me. And I've never left my daughter for more than 2 days in her entire life. And she's 11. She'll be 12 in December. But I booked a week in Bali for myself for a meditation retreat in May. So it's coming up, May 25th. I'm going to Bali for a week.
Never left your kid for more than 2 days for 11 years, you guys.
Yep, but I'm going. It's booked and paid for. Right. So
that takes a sense of safety, security in the world, as well as yourself, to be able to do that. So I'm so glad you have the hormonal and biochemical balance at this point that you're able to make that choice yourself. And this is what I want for everybody out there. But this is especially challenging for women and moms with special needs children. This is really hard for them, you guys. This is
going to dinner is hard. Yeah. Just going to dinner. But
awesome, you guys. Thank you so much, Sarah. You guys, thank you for hanging out for the technical stuff. We will
so sorry about
edit this down and tighten it up, you'll get whatever, we'll figure it out. But thank you guys so much. So again, she's Oxygen Mask Meditation. I am running a new 90-day fast track with a carnivore gel restoration kind of thing. You get some coaching from me. Hey, Charlie coming in at the end. And that's going to be, there'll be a link to that. And so it's going to start April 1st. You initial people will get the one-time lifetime access for $97. So you want to start asking me questions and you want to get fast results like her, just do what I say. And it was pretty easy.
Yeah.
It's the easiest thing
it
in the
really
world.
was.
Eating
if
keto
it wasn't easy, I wouldn't have done it.
That's right. Her shopping list is easy. Her cooking list is easy. Her choices are easy. Too many choices is stressful.
Very stressful.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
What do I eat? Some steak with some steak with some steak with some bacon and some chicken wings and some hamburgers. So
and
easy.
Filet mignon.
And rib. And, steak is filet. I mean, I'm going to have some chicken wings now, I think, you guys. But so we'll reach out to all of you guys. Try to send us a message if you can, but we'll follow up with everybody on here as far as the group and the gel. If you're going to get the gel, I want it all to go to Sarah because she deserves it, and I'm very proud of her. So love you guys, and that's it. Unless you got any last parting words of wisdom.
No, thank you guys for tuning in and dealing with my technical difficulties.
It's all good.
Yeah, I hope this was helpful and informative.
I hope so too.
But listen to Stephanie. She knows what she's talking about. There's a lot of people out there who want to help, but Stephanie really knows what she's talking about, and I trust her. So, yeah.
I try to keep it simple, you guys. When I make it complicated, it's because I need to, because it's a serious, complicated issue. I'm not saying this can solve everything. There's I got to take some people and a story. They got to be one-on-one with me. We got to really dive into some really complicated things. But even if you start just doing this, it'll prep you and it'll make your case less complicated. Right? I mean, that's just the truth of it. All right. Okay. That's it. We're going to say bye, guys. If you want to hop on and answer any of these questions, later, Sarah, you can answer stuff, okay?
Okay,
awesome.
I will.
Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye.